Get ready. Humidor shelter. Sports. Humidor shelter. Cigars. Humidor shelter. Get ready. Humidor shelter. Get ready. Humidor shelter.
Man, what's up, man? What's up? Hey, we in the sanctuary today, baby. I got my man Sly Dog, aka Angry Man. I got my boy Lucky Lefty, where it's 5 o'clock somewhere. It's 5 o'clock here in the sanctuary. We doing it, man.
Already,
we
baby.
missed y'all last week,
go.
man. We about to get it in with the latest sports and all. Hey, unfortunately, KDL 33, he's somewhere. Where's Kevin? Y'all try to figure that out to the show. Y'all might get a stick in the mail. Call it what you want, but KDL, what's up?
What is happening? What is happening? How y'all doing? Good Saturday morning to y'all, man. See, y'all left me out today, but it's all good.
Hey,
I'm in the building. Let's go.
Like your sweater say, Tito's made you do it.
Those are facts, and it was a long night, but that's neither here nor there. Let's go.
Hey, man, we got our super producer, the Superback. He's out. He's in the background producing the show for us, so we want to give a shout out to him. He's part of Sean and Maya in the morning. So, man, Humidor Sports and Cigars, let's get it. So,
hold on, man. Hold on. First of all, I'm back, okay? And when I'm back, man, introduce me properly. All right? I know you want to get into the show, and you got all this stuff. I know you want to talk about Brooks beating up on my boy and all that. We're going to get to that in a minute. But what you need to do is recognize I'm here. I got my senior high school alumni t-shirt on. Now I'm ready to go.
Is that what that trash say? Oh.
Wait, hey, Sin got an alumni?
Hey, man, we back in it, man. We missed y'all last week, man. We was on vacation, literally. Well, I was. I don't know about those cats, but I was out doing big things. It is what it is. I mean, man, it's so much to talk about. Wherever y'all want to start.
NBA playoffs.
Kick it off, Max.
Well, slow down now.
Talk about
slow down.
Ignorance and Mr. Green.
First of all, Sean, since they want it, I guess everybody out there wanted to. We going in the box right out the gate. So let's get it.
Let's go.
Take us into the box. No warm up. Let's go.
Okay, people, you know what time it is. It's time to go in the box. Brought to you by Humidor Sports and Cigars. Oh, yeah, and we're sponsored by Clouds of Smoke Cigars. Let's get it.
See, that's that bullshit. See, we in the box over here. We going at it about cigars right now, but in the box, we talking about the stomp heard around the world.
Which one?
We're going to start off.
The stomp or the kick?
We're going to talk about the stomp because you got a different take on it than I do. Kev, I know you got a different take. I think me and you kind of aligned for the first time in history. But let's talk about Draymond.
Are we going Seth Rollins or Daniel LaRusso? Which one? We had two of them.
Hey.
I like Daniel LaRusso.
Hey, man, the UFC has jumped over into the NBA, man, and we talking about the suspension from Draymond Green when he stomped out Sabonis. That's what you want to call it, a stomp.
Bro,
it was not a stomp, dog. It was just like, man, he
pushed off.
He grabbed him, man, and he was trying to stand up and get away, man.
He pressed and lunged off the man's chest.
Vernon, I see you out there. What's up, man? Y'all chime in on this, man. What's your?
Can I go first?
Go ahead, Kev.
Go ahead.
Come on, Kev. Kick it off.
If you grab a man's leg and or ankle while he's trying to run, bad things happen. So Sabonis shouldn't have grabbed his damn leg. I will agree with America. Maybe Draymond shouldn't have stomped like that, right? Like, I mean to stump you, but he got the right to step on him. Stop grabbing his leg. Now, I disagree with the suspension because if you throw him out the game and you give Sabonis a tech, you realize two people were wrong. Let it go. It's over with. It's overboard to suspend him because now you're bringing up history. I will tie this into Embiid because he kicked the man in the nuts, didn't get thrown out the game, didn't get suspended. So if we're going by letter of the law,
you can't use that.
No.
Okay. All right, I won't lose that. I'll stick to Draymond. But what I'm saying is he did not deserve to get suspended. Didn't deserve to get suspended. You threw him out the game. That's penalty enough. And you gave Sabonis a tech. That means they both were wrong. It's over with. Let's move on to the next game. It's overboard to suspend him.
Come on.
How is it overboard to suspend when people who fight get kicked out the game and suspended all the time? It is what it is. First of all, you got to look at it like this. It was one thing if he would have just stepped on him, but you saw what he did. Like, he literally stomped and lunged off the dude's chest. And then let's go to after it happened. He antagonizing the crowd.
Okay, hold on. Don't go there yet. Don't go there.
Okay, that's different. No. We just talking about the act. We just talking about the act. Okay, I agree with you, Damani. The rest of that got him suspended. So 100% agree. But we talking about the act itself.
Okay, the intent to injure. Like, he could have broke that man's ribs. Like, he could have.
Well, he could have twisted his ankle.
He didn't twist. He grabbed.
But what you grabbing for?
He's in motion.
Okay, so
he's in motion.
So in an NBA game, somebody elbow you, right? You catch a ball, right? That's basketball, part of the game. You catch a ball, but your retaliation is swing. What's gonna happen when you swing and you're intending to hurt, right? You're trying to injure this cat. That's a swing. So
no. If you get elbowed, your retaliation is to push. You don't automatically swing. Your retaliation is to push. Like, hey, man, right? That's your retaliation.
Hold on, Kev.
Let him get his point out. Let him get it.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. So, like you said, an elbow, you push. That's one thing. But if you punch, it's different. On a trip, guys trip each other all the time. You see it all the time. We're trying to get up. Rodman was a master at it. Or they throw their body into him and make them fall, this, that, and other. But when you literally stomp someone's chest, you're trying to hurt them.
Okay.
It's one thing to try to stop them from running down the court, but when you stomp on somebody's chest like that.
So what was the suspension for? What did the league come out and say?
No, the league said part of the reason was his history. He has a history. Draymond is known as a dirty player.
Okay. His history. 154 techs, 19 flagrant fouls, 15 ejections, all of that including the playoffs. That's his history. Right. So now you're taking.
What that got to do with that incident?
That has shit to do with the.
It does.
Come on, man.
It always does.
So can I give my opinion?
Please. Come on.
First of all, I agree. But I agree they shouldn't. But that's what the NBA do. Okay, they take all your history into effect when they suspend you. Okay. Second of all, I don't know who was the best actor out the two. Because Draymond looked like Seth Rollins, but he really didn't hit Sabonis that hard. But Sabonis looked like he was a what you call a jabber,
actor.
Whereas he just fell out.
He got the SAG award.
You know. So, but I mean, I agree with Kev. He had no business grabbing. If you grab a man's leg, the man got a right to keep you off of. I mean, it's just simple as that. I mean, I don't understand, but the league shouldn't have spent it. Now, whenever y'all get to your boy, Embiid, that was worse.
So now I will agree that his antics afterwards,
all that played a part in
now
that's what got him.
Use my language, but we give it to you rough and raw. He called one of the fans a pussy. You saw. So your boy was in the stadium.
Yeah,
Commission was in the stadium.
Yeah,
so
sitting like this.
Right.
That's what got him.
That's what got him. So I did have a problem, and I agree with some of the sports outlets where he was acting like a child. You know, he 32, damn near 33 years old. All of that wasn't necessary. That's what's got him suspended, not the act.
The problem is, what I can't stand about the NBA, LeBron is going to be LeBron. He got to act a certain way because he's still the face of the league. I'm like Draymond. I like to act a fool. And what Draymond did, I have no issue with afterwards.
Now,
the problem is, that's why LeBron can't go back on Brooks. See how Brooks can talk mess and he can't go back on him? Because the commissioner, LeBron, you the face, you can't do that. Then if he won't say that to Draymond.
Now.
Well, Brooks is a clown, and LeBron shouldn't react to Brooks because he's a clown. Like, he don't have to go out and score 40. Like, I don't have to come out next game and score 40 on you to prove that I'm that dude over you. Like, that shouldn't even
the court system. If you're a repeat offender,
yeah,
like you get sentenced.
Oh, now we bringing in the
I'm just
judicial
saying,
system.
it don't matter. If you're a repeat offender, if you got a history, you're gonna get punished differently from a first time offender, right?
Absolutely correct.
That's his history. Draymond and kick dudes in the nuts. Draymond has done some of the wildest shit ever.
He kicked somebody in the nuts?
Yeah, I remember that year he was kicking people in the nuts every other game.
Yeah, he got suspended for that.
Right,
Okay.
he started getting suspended for it.
I give you that.
But back when the historical 3-1 comeback, he got suspended because he had too many texts. So it's history. Just so he has to do it. And I'll tell you what else they took into account, whether we believe it or not. The punch on Poole. Even though it didn't happen during the season, it was on camera, but he has his character.
That's their business. That ain't got nothing to do with the league. That's the team.
The build up.
It's a build up. So I'm just saying the league. I'm just saying the league looked at. I promise they looked at all that.
Well, Poole ain't been the same since he got stolen on.
He's definitely.
He's trash.
Well, who can't play basketball unless he's in Golden State's arena? But that's neither here nor there.
That's
Right,
look, man.
So just to me with Draymond, look, if he'd have kicked the man off of him or something like that, but I mean, you got to look at the whole. And let's even go into the press conference afterwards. He had no remorse. He was just like, in other words, I did it. So what? So the league.
Okay, but what you haven't mentioned is Sabonis grabbing the man's leg. Why is that okay?
Hey, Vernon, you can't call the man the Black Lamb Beer, man.
Did he speak English or did he speak? Did he speak his native tongue?
Vernon done called him the Black Bill Lambier. Come on, man. That's too rough, man.
That's about right.
Come on, he ain't that bad.
He bad.
Yeah, he ain't that bad, Vernon.
Now, I got this question for y'all. Was that good for NBA ratings?
It was. That was the number one rated, highest rated watched TV game all
Yeah,
season.
it was. It definitely was. Look, you got to look.
I mean, it's good for that. But again, Sabonis didn't go in the press conference and say, maybe I shouldn't have grabbed his leg. He said, well, I mean, it's in the game, it's part of basketball, right? He played it that way. So if he did it that way, how come the NBA can't look at it that, okay, it's part of basketball? We threw him out the game. We gave him a tech. Done. You can't then bring in history and where he growled up the crowd. No.
Yeah,
We talking about the incident itself.
History. If you got a history of being late, you're gonna get punished different for somebody's first time being late.
Those are
That's
facts.
your history. That's in
Okay, I agree with that.
Unless you're the boss.
But if you cause me to be late, Sabonis grabbing the leg, then I shouldn't take full responsibility for being late. In other words, Sabonis kicked this off, man. Why are we missing that?
because Sabonis doesn't have that. He doesn't have that. That's not on him being a dirty player.
So he can just grab somebody's leg and damn it twist their ankle, and it's cool.
Wash yourself off. Would Steph have got suspended?
No, Steph wouldn't have got suspended.
Of course he wouldn't.
Steph's not known for that.
I mean, Embiid didn't get suspended. That just tells you.
On his mouthpiece.
Right.
They did.
Right.
But that wasn't a playoff game.
Right.
They're not going to do it in the playoff.
So
I'll tell you this. If that would have been a regular season, Draymond would have got 3 to 5 games. If that was a regular season game.
3 to 5 games. For what?
The playoffs. They don't want it to affect, and it didn't affect them because they won. But what they won without him, which they probably a better team without him at this point. But
be cool.
I'm just saying. But
they ain't a better. For the long run, they're not a better team without him. They got away with it because everybody in America knew they were going to win that game the other night. Everybody knew that.
Hey, I'm reading these comments, man. Hey, what's up, Marie? somebody said Draymond did a Randy Orton.
Straight lunge. Hey,
I say he did a Finn Balor for you wrestling fans, but that's neither here nor there.
Finn Balor. I want to ask y'all this.
Coup de grace.
What does it say about the Sacramento players that nobody ran up on Draymond? Like, imagine you saw last when Embiid kicked dude, how all the Brooklyn players ran over there.
Yeah.
Nobody ran up on Draymond, man. He
It says a young team.
Walked off. Nobody jumped in his face. Nobody.
Did you see Poole Joe? You wouldn't have done it either.
Hey,
No, they ain't got no vets on the squad, man.
That says a lot about that team. That shows softness. If I'm the coach of that team,
I gotta agree with Lefty. They soft.
They ain't got no vets on the squad.
Get quit, man. These kids are not like stop trying to compare these kids to when we played. They totally different, bro.
Hey, man.
No, you don't do that.
Slide. If somebody,
I bet you had they stumped Jimmy Butler, Udonis Haslam would have came off that bench, and everybody knows that.
Win before we get them off.
Right. First of all, ain't nobody crazy enough to stump me in no cigar shop.
I'm just saying, if we all there, if somebody kick you, and you think they just gonna walk off without none of us running over there, like, hey man,
they ain't gonna make it far anyway.
I'm just saying. Yeah. I'm just like, this your teammate. This dude stomped your teammate on the ground, and y'all let him walk to the bench.
And he was curled up like a baby.
Like nobody ran up.
I agree. I agree with what Lefty's saying because we came up in an era like that's your teammate, regardless, right? Even if your teammate wrong, ain't nobody else finna do him, right? I agree with Lucky on that.
Run over there.
However, they don't have a Udonis Haslam on the bench. They don't have a, you know what I mean? Like they don't have a guy.
I got a question out there for you. Did you say we play? They said Sly never played.
Who said that?
It's somebody from Sports Zone. I think that's Sean. I mean,
oh wow.
Protect yourself at all times.
I see that.
I'm just saying.
But of course, you protect your teammate. Even if somebody hard foul your teammate, you gonna go to dude like, hey dog, hey hold on, right? Because that's your teammate. That's just a natural reaction.
Right.
I agree with Lefty that dude stumped him, walked off like he didn't do it. He's down in agony, and nobody even went and pushed him. Ran up on him. No, well, I agree. But they ain't got no vet. They young, man. They ain't got no vet.
If I'm the coach, if I'm Mike Brown, I'm cussing everybody out in the locker room. How you let somebody stomp your teammate, possibly putting them out there, and nobody even got in his face? Nobody? Not one. Not De'Aaron Fox, not Harrison Barnes.
They ain't got Harrison Barnes should have.
Right. Nobody ran up.
That's your veteran.
That's your vet.
It's not even about veteran. They've been in locker rooms their whole lives. They play organized ball.
True.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that.
Cool. When we got in the scuffles, if somebody pushed us, we all ran over there like, hey, you know what's going on? Nobody ran up on this cat, man.
I will say in high school, Lefty woke up with the shits.
Every game.
So
I was with it every game.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Until y'all was outnumbered, then he shit it.
No, then we retreated.
Right. We retreated.
We retreat.
Hey, somebody said Sly played with boys on the monkey bars. Damn. That gotta be
wow.
Is that you, Tim Smith, out there? We can't see it. Hey, give
say Facebook user. That's a Tim Smith comment though.
That's definitely a Tim comment.
You gotta give StreamYard permission to see your names, man, so we can see who you are when you comment. But that's a good one. I like that.
Yeah, man, that's an unwritten rule, man.
It's a natural reaction. That's true.
We all together, and we see somebody with us getting into it. We own it. We all over it. Whether we scrap or not, at least they gonna know. Like, no, dude got.
If we all together, there will never be a Lockman incident. Carry on.
Wow. You said that.
That's dead ass.
Dead ass.
That's dead ass. Now, is Embiid gonna get suspended? It ain't happened yet.
Well, Philly played it off, and he's out for the next game anyway.
Right, he didn't even play in the day.
He's not playing. So
is that really a suspension?
I think
no, it ain't no suspension. He's a MVP candidate, which is why he didn't get thrown out the game, and which is why he's not gonna get suspended.
They say his knee is sprained. They up 3-0. They can afford to sit him.
All right. So what about the bogus play on the beard.
The tech on. Oh yeah,
That was
man.
ridiculous. That was ridiculous. That
We-
wasn't even a flagrant one, let alone a flagrant two.
It's been trash. And this is, man, trash 101.
It wasn't a dirty play. That's basketball. If somebody up on you like that, you creating space. Come on, man. I didn't
That was terrible.
understand.
That was terrible. Not only hell, I would argue that it wasn't even a damn foul to begin with, let alone a flagrant one or a flagrant two. That was ridiculous. We gotta, hey man, look, I don't mean to go off topic, but these refs need to be held accountable too. You're starting off first round with all these bogus texts and bogus ejections and all that. Hey man, these refs ain't perfect. And the NBA, they get mad when you criticize the refs, but you need to get on your refs. You threw Harden out the game for that? You threw him out the game?
That was terrible.
Right. You threw
Not
him
a
out the
flagrant. It wasn't even a flagrant. But
Man,
you
you
didn't give
can't
him a
do that
flagrant one. You gave him a flagrant two.
No.
And then you let a dude in the first half kick a dude in the nuts. And you gave him a flagrant one. You didn't throw him out the game. So you come back in the second half and you throw Harden out the game for that? And you left Embiid in? Come on, man.
Even the second tech on Big Boy from Brooklyn. What's his name?
But he was taunting. He was taunting. But by then they called themselves, policing the game at that point.
That probably cost Brooklyn that game.
Of course it did. Of course it did.
He was balling out. And the game was close. He was balling. They kicked him out, and Philly went on the run.
Right.
So
it changed the whole dynamic.
Yeah,
but see, he got thrown out that quick because they had threw Harden out. So now they call themselves police of the game. So any other thing, we just ejecting people. But you started off wrong because you didn't inject Embiid.
that whole ref staff needs.
So you started off wrong.
Taken from them. They need to be fined. That was terrible.
Now, they do say that the refs get fined and all of that stuff, but we never hear about that stuff. We don't hear about what happens to the refs, but they need to put that as
We
public.
need to hear it.
That needs to be public knowledge. Public
You
knowledge.
need to hear it.
Armando, what's up, man? He says, I had a middle linebacker tell me my QB has been blitzing, and even if he threw the ball, he was still going to hit him. And I was playing center. And when I snapped the ball, here he comes. I grabbed him by his, you got to finish your statement, man. So basically, it sounds like what you're saying, you grabbed him by his neck and slammed him down.
Right.
I get it. Right.
You protect your team.
You protect your teammates.
You protect your team.
He right.
At all,
He right.
all costs. And
He
look,
right. But I'm gonna say this real quick too. If you watch those first two games, not the third game, but if you watch those first two games, Sacramento got away with a lot of physical play, bro.
They was
wasn't called.
antagonizing Green. That was the game plan.
They did.
To get him to snap.
Draw him in.
And
That's smart.
And he fell for it.
Mike Brown know Draymond.
Right.
He know.
He was with him for what, 5 years?
He know him. Like, you can get him he'll go off the rails. And he sets the standard for the defense, even though their defense sucks. But he's the defensive guy. Like, say what you want about Draymond, defensive end, he that dude.
Right.
Yeah, he plays D. He plays D, no doubt.
Yeah, he's definitely a defender. And without him, the defense is shit. Looney can't guard nobody.
Well, Looney balled out the other night, bro.
He balled out scoring.
And
he did on the rebound.
He can't stop a cold.
But they role players stepped up too.
Yeah.
But they was at home. Like I say, everybody knew Golden State was going to win that game.
They all
everybody knew.
Which they hadn't been getting out of them before.
Right.
So this right here might just, flip a switch, and I'll get my box of sticks from Angry Man over there because they coming back to get this series.
They're never gonna.
They coming back.
Hey, Ben. Let's be fair.
They got to win a road game.
They gotta first of all win the next game, number one, and they gotta win in Sacramento at some point, bro.
Hey,
at some point, they gotta win in Sacramento.
You see the publicity up there? Just reverse them back.
Hey, so the NBA playoffs have been very entertaining, right?
Yep. Overall.
Well,
some of the games been shit.
Well, I do want to jump. One of y'all mentioned it. Let's talk about LeBron and Dylan Brooks. Now,
for what?
There's no way in hell. Now hear me out.
He gonna
There's
say
no way in hell Kobe, Mike are gonna let Dylan Brooks punk them like that. I ain't saying he gotta hit him in the jaw or nothing, but the next game, I'm giving him the business. Nothing else matters. Me giving him the business. So I need to see the king come out and give the business. Because
They're not even guarding each
like
other.
I said in our text, I said, if we was at the playground and somebody gave you the business, you can't wait to get back on the court to get him because you going to kind of come at his neck.
Who gave who the business? LeBron had 28. Dylan Brooks had 9 points. Who
Right.
gave who the business?
But it's about trying to embarrass you on national fucking
Man, he
TV,
look more
man.
like a clown than anything.
Everybody knows he looked like a clown.
If you go,
but
like, it's no way I can sit up and talk crazy to somebody to give me 28 and I got 9. And I'm gonna sit up and be like,
Right.
yeah, what? Yeah.
what was the dude for Washington that gave Mike 20 and mentioned it in the press conference afterwards? Mike waited to the next game.
Well, that dude in Charlotte. Play for the Hornets.
He gave him the business. I can't remember his name right now, but just because he mentioned it in the press conference, Mike said, "You know what? I got you."
Yeah, but
Dylan Brooks hit a 3.
There you go, right there.
Oh, this is clown.
Dylan Brooks hit a 3 to give him 9 points and was running up the court looking at LeBron. LeBron was ignoring him, first off.
Right, because it's a joke.
It's a joke.
It's a joke.
Some of I poke bears. He old. Dude, bro. I know this your claim to fame right now. You're on a winning team. But don't nobody give a let me talk to Dylan Brooks. Don't nobody give a damn about you. You're an NBA player, so I respect it. I'm not gonna call you a scrub because hell, you made the NBA. You're a starter in the league. So I'm not saying you can't play basketball. But stop measuring yourself like you're a star. Stop measuring yourself like you're a superstar. You are an antic on the team. You're an extra, right? Which means anything they get from you, your little 9 points, you out there to play defense. You out there to antagonize learner. That's your role, bro. Stop acting like you on a level of a LeBron. Draymond is higher than you. Draymond is not a superstar, but Draymond does a lot more for his team than you do. So he does a lot more for Golden State than Dylan Brooks ever does for me.
Right.
I hear you in all of that, but the legends, the greats, Larry Bird, gonna make you feel it. Gandhi just said LeBron is gonna make him feel it. Just wait. I'm waiting to see this because if
LeBron ain't going off for 40, he's not gonna do
you want to jump out, I'm gonna shut your whole life
But
down.
that ain't his personality.
Right.
I don't care.
And his,
That's not him. He's not gonna go out and score 40, Ben. If you're waiting on that, he's not gonna do that.
and the one
He's
one
not
thing,
gonna do that to lose the game.
the one thing LeBron understands is they gonna go as far as AD take them.
Oh,
Right.
Score more than 13.
Oh
points.
boy, please
They
try
Right.
me.
They gonna
That's just facts.
Bron gonna keep feeding AD like, hey, I need you to ball out. Like I'd rather Bron hit his little 20, 21, 22, and AD go for 30 and 40. That's when they're a better team. Everybody.
So at the beginning,
Bron's not gonna
of the
out
game,
and shoot them out to prove a point to Dylan Brooks.
flip
Right.
the coin, and say, okay, is AD gonna show up today? Because he didn't show up in that last game.
He didn't.
I gotta
And I told you they should have traded him last summer, but y'all didn't want to listen to me.
Anybody that AD go for 30, I'm gonna say 35 and 12
Tonight? When they play tonight?
tomorrow. They actually got extra. No,
They play tonight. And if like you said, if AD goes to 35 and 12, the Lakers win.
right.
If they missing 2 big men and you doing fadeaways and double pumps, right, on the likes of shorties, you have to be aggressive. How LeBron will get back at Dylan Brooks is to light a fire under AD's ass and let AD go off. If LeBron gets a chase down on Dylan Brooks or he gets a chance to dunk on him or block a shot, that's how you get back at Dylan Brooks. You don't have to be 2008 and go out and score 40 on Dylan Brooks. What the hell does that prove?
It proves absolutely nothing.
So you win the game. Tell Beasley to hit a damn shot. Tell D'Lo, if you're gonna lollydag, sit down. We'll go with Schroeder.
I'm gonna say this, AD, you better bring your game because Jaren Jackson ain't playing with you.
Well, he got outplayed by a Walmart employee.
No, he got outplayed by Tillman. It wasn't Jaren Jackson. It was
But
Tillman.
I'm just saying, he gives no fucks whatsoever. He is blocking shots. I mean, he blocked a LeBron shot. I thought he dislocated his shoulder.
No, dude balled out. But you got to look at
He balled out.
The most that happened in that game was, like, outside of LeBron, nobody else did nothing except Rui. Rui had 20, but AD 13, D'Lo didn't do nothing. Schroeder, like, nobody.
D'Lo should have been benched. They should have went with Schroeder. D'Lo should have been benched. Them two, whoever owned, played. Them two.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
neither one was on, though. That's the problem.
Hey, Sweets, I feel you. He got to give 40. The man disrespected him. I'm just saying.
That's not LeBron, man. That's not LeBron.
No, I'm not saying that.
I'm
not saying that. I get you. I agree with that.
He's not going to do
but
it
dude, I would even be all right if he got an and one on Brooks and gave the Pat Beverly, Austin Reeves, Utah.
Well, he could do something like that, but he's not going to come out and put up 20 to 30 shots just to prove Dylan Brooks. If I was him, I would have told Dylan Brooks, check my resume, holler back.
You'll never have no
Whoa. What'd you say?
I say he ain't had no jump shot like that. LeBron does more. Larry Bird, I watched the video of him killing Larry Holmes, just pointing at a spot. And every time he pointed at a spot, he hit. Boom. He point here, right, boom. He point there, boom. He killed him.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Okay, I just wanted to say.
Okay, now, hold on. Y'all mentioned Larry Bird. Now, Larry Bird will come out and embarrass him the next game and say, hey, have that guy guard me the whole game.
But you do.
Now, Larry Bird will do that.
No, we're not talking about regular season. This is a pivotal game. The Lakers need to keep home court. Like Ron wants to win the game more than getting back at Dylan Brooks.
Well, they got
of course he does.
Win the game.
About 4.5.
Oh yeah, I think the Lakers kill tonight. I think the Lakers, even if Ja play, I don't care who play tonight, the Lakers gonna go out because the bench gonna show up. Everybody gonna show up tonight. Schroeder gonna go for 20.
You notice Gabriel, hey Damani, you notice Gabriel has been benched?
What you say, Kev?
Have you noticed Gabriel, the black blue dude, has been benched? And he was playing.
The black blue dude.
You got to shrink your rotation to playoffs. He going with a 9-man rotation.
I agree, but I told you somebody was gonna lose time. Right. Whether it was the instant bucket, whether it was Gabriel, like somebody was gonna lose time.
Always good.
Huchamora, whatever the hell his name is, has been balling, so you can't take him out.
No, and the way Rui playing and Rui, like, he a big dude, man. I didn't realize how big he was.
He is.
He's a big guy, and you see even Vanderpool is not losing minutes in the he's not closing games out. It's Rui and LeBron
because Rui killing exactly.
But I mean, it is. I mean, look, the Lakers are deep. They deep. You're gonna have some games with shit like this, like what happened the other day when people don't.
I ain't gonna say
squad,
they
man.
deep.
That's a deep squad.
Nah,
averaging 20.
It's
24?
about now. That was one of the best pickups outside of Luke Kennard.
Who you talking about?
Yeah, that was a great pickup.
You know,
I don't know why the Clippers gave him up.
Yeah, that was one of the under the radar pickups because that boy ball out. But I'm gonna tell you, I kind of agree with Stephen A. when he called Kawhi Leonard the worst superstar ever in the league.
Facts. That's so disrespectful.
The worst superstar in the league.
Well, his basis was you can't trust him, and you know what I mean. Like you can't trust him. You can't trust his health. You can't trust the man showing up talking about I ain't playing tonight. And y'all know Kawhi. Oh, he got to be 100% before he steps back on the court. He ain't gonna play with a little pain, little knee. No. He got to be 100% before he steps back.
You at about 86 games. Who 100%?
Yeah.
And he been
nobody.
Damn year.
Nobody.
They back to backs. He been doing this shit all year. Damn, he sat out all of last year. He missed like 40 games this year, 30, almost 40 games.
Yeah.
So
They saved him for now.
you need
And to his credit, he was balling.
without
Right?
Paul George in the lineup, you let your team down.
Exactly.
Can't come out locker room. The cat can't come out locker room like that.
He got to be 100%, man. Y'all know how he gonna do this.
I'd rather lose without him than to depend on him or to bank on all this money you paying this dude. All this. Now, Paul George is legitimately hurt. Like, he's injured.
Yeah.
He always hurt.
I mean, he
He no
is.
better than
Those are
Kawhi.
He is,
facts.
but they legitimate
Yeah,
injuries.
but he got legitimate injuries though.
Kawhi's just like knee soreness. I'm gonna miss a playoff game, a pivotal playoff game. They stole home court. You protect the home court and knee soreness, you're out. Really?
Well,
Knee
Terrence
soreness?
Mann said, "You sit down if you want. I'm finna go on here."
Come on, man. Terrence Mann, that dude though. He ball.
Right.
Terrence Mann can ball.
Right. He getting his financials up after this year.
But they key pickup was Eric Gordon. People sleep on that. Eric
Well, he
Gordon
stayed-
was a key
He
pickup.
hurt too, man.
Well, if they wouldn't have traded Kennard, maybe they wouldn't need Eric Gordon. How about that?
Well, that's true. That's true.
Those are facts.
But they got rid of Reggie Jackson too.
But I didn't understand that either.
Yeah.
Does he play in Denver?
No,
Not really.
He don't
no.
even get no tick.
he don't get no tick. He down there just mad.
And Thomas Bryant does with the Lakers. He don't get no tick now.
Yeah.
Hey, sure don't.
The Lakers, because he wasn't getting no playing time with AD back, enough playing time. Now he don't get no playing time. How about that?
Now, switching back over to the Golden State, Sacramento. Mike Brown, you not in Golden State, bro. You can't go 1 from 13 from 3 and keep hoisting them up, thinking that you're gonna beat Golden State.
It's one game. Golden State is not Golden State.
You just don't like them because they like
because you
State.
keep trying to hold on like that's the Golden State from 2017. Bruh, they not.
Until they are dethroned, they the
They
champions.
won last year
They
because
the
everybody
champions.
got hurt on their path.
Well, Kev, you said it earlier this week. Everybody getting hurt right now,
Last year,
right?
I just don't want this. I just don't want this playoffs to be determined by injuries. Like Milwaukee is down because Giannis.
Well,
Clippers down because Kawhi and Paul George.
Injuries.
You know what I mean? Like I Memphis goes out because of John. Like I just don't want to see injuries play a part. I just
You play the 5 that they put on the court, right?
Golden State was the worst road team in the NBA. Period.
they were.
The defending champions, has been the worst road team. Name one. They're the first.
Okay,
Okay?
your point.
They're terrible.
So are you
road
Catching up with them. It's catching up with them. They can't win on the road, and it's in their minds now.
Poole too busy into his women. He done got paid.
You got that paper, baby.
He done.
That paper.
My man, the glove son was trash. Always have been. I said that even back then. Okay, Looney is Looney, like the Tunes. Okay, they're done, bro. You got my man over there. Steph. His commercials is beginning to be entertaining. Because the game he playing is just average.
The Subway joint?
Yeah, I like the one with him and my girl.
Candace Parker.
Candace Parker. Yeah, that's right.
Well, I'm gonna correct you, Sly. First of all, his game is not average. Steph is that dude.
Thank you, Kev.
Steph is that dude. Now, you might not like it,
Steph is not that dude.
but when that boy balls, ain't nothing Sacramento can do.
35, 36. It's over. Stop.
Yeah, I mean, he getting up there. I give you that. He getting up there. But
You forgot he missed the first 5 years because his ankles weren't shit.
He didn't miss
So,
the first 5
so
years.
he
man.
didn't barely play his first 5 years.
What you're not gonna do
Right.
is talk about this man first couple of years because
Hey,
he got hurt. Okay,
The biggest difference with Golden State is everybody, because of the threes and all that, people forget how good of a defensive team they were.
right.
Okay?
They're not
they
that.
were.
They
They
not
were.
Iggy is pretty much Udonis Haslem. Like, he's not that guy anymore.
Yeah, he don't even get on the floor.
Draymond's getting older. Clay's not the same Clay. He can't defend. And I always said that. He can always be able to shoot. But Clay can't defend like he used to.
No, he's not a
Because of
two-way
that
player
knee.
no
You don't
more.
have the
Right.
movement.
He's not a two-way player
have
no
the
more.
movement.
Yeah, he can't move like that no more. He just spot up shooter.
Steph's never been a good defender.
He's
So
never been a defender.
Well, okay,
He's worse than Zach.
right. He's never been a defender. So Golden State's not a good defensive team, and that's what carried them. And that's why they
once Mike Brown left, it was over.
Yeah, well, they don't think that.
That's why they worst road team. Mike Brown has always been a good defensive mind. Once he left this year, it shows you. They can't stop nobody.
Jordan Poole ain't never defended nobody.
He's
never played.
He's terrible.
Well,
Draymond, the best defender they always have, and he's getting up in age.
Jordan Poole can't play unless they at Golden State.
Right.
Can't play on the road, man.
Come on, man.
He got the rods out there in San Francisco. He's doing his thing.
Yeah, he's doing his thing. He got that money in his pocket.
Let me ask y'all a question. Look at this NBA playoff. Have you ever seen the top 3 seeds ever so disrespected? Denver, Memphis,
terrible,
and Sacramento. Like, pretty much Sacramento and Memphis, nobody has them. The 2 and 3 seeds, nobody has them winning their series.
Nobody fears them.
Okay, let me address that. If Memphis was full strength, they'd get more respect.
No, they won't.
Yeah, they would. If they was full strength, first of all, they might have got the 1 seed had they been full strength. That's number 1.
No,
but they don't get the respect because they clowns and they young and they
Denver
show
ran that all year.
And they show it.
Yeah, well, no, I agree with that. But Denver, you don't trust Denver. Like, Joker is one of the weakest MVP candidates ever, and it has nothing to do with his play. It has to do with his team. You don't trust Denver. Like, if the Lakers get past Memphis, I got them beating Denver. I do.
I don't.
Like Denver, I'm not saying they're not a good team, but you don't trust them. You ain't gonna put your money that they finna get to the finals. You're not. Sacramento is young. They up and coming. They're entertaining. They're hard to beat at home. I get it. But you don't trust them to win the NBA championship.
Right.
So it's not disrespectful. It's just reality.
Look.
Y'all ain't built to win now. You're good. But you ain't built. But you're not. That's why people looking at Phoenix, who's below them, the Clippers, who's below them, the Lakers below them, Golden State is below them. Like, you looking at the lower teams to beat those top teams. It ain't disrespectful. They're not ready.
Kev, it's not that. This is why. Because we're holding on to our older famous players. We're holding on to KD, LeBron, Steph, people like that. Denver balling. Like, I know they had a shitty after All-Star break, but watching these first 3 games in Minnesota, Jamal Murray looked like he back. Murray is back. That dude is ball.
I'm not saying they're not good, dog. Would you pick them to win the NBA championship? Yes or no?
Come on, man. Like, these boys can play.
Would you pick them to win?
Phoenix is going to be tough.
Phoenix ain't got no bench. I've been telling y'all that since the trade. They have no bench. Phoenix will not win nothing. They have no bench.
Their bench is Slide. You could be on their bench, and that's.
First of all, I can start with anybody's bench. Second of all,
I'll take that check. I'll take that bench check. Shit.
Hey, Kel, how you just gonna laugh at that man's statement like that?
Oh, my bad. I'm watching TV. My bad.
Hey, you got your ha-ha, kiki, and giggle on.
Slapping knees.
Man, I told y'all when the Kevin Durant trade was made, I told y'all Phoenix lost their bench. They did not pick nobody up that waiver wire. They will not win this year. Look at Phoenix next year when they bolstered the bench. I told y'all that at trade deadline. Now, Devin Booker's playing 48 minutes. Kevin Durant playing 44. Chris Paul, who's 50, playing over 40 minutes. Like, they don't have a bench, and that's going to catch up with them. They'll get out this round, but it's going to catch up with them.
Hey,
Chris Paul.
Now, one series we haven't discussed, that's the Cavs and the Knicks.
You know what? I was shocked last night. I'm shocked. Like, I've been shitting the Knicks all year, but dude, watching them, that's a good young team. They dangerous, man.
You knew they was gonna win last night.
Hey,
I didn't know.
The Knicks,
they dangerous.
The Knicks is gonna fall because Thibodeau gonna play a motherfucking blowout.
Listen,
gonna get hurt.
Listen.
No, they're gonna lose the series.
48 minutes.
But last night they were gonna win the game. Last night, y'all knew that.
48 minutes in the game, right? Why is his starters playing 58?
Because it's Tibbs.
And I'm gonna take my crow, 6 wings with lemon pepper. Jalen Brunson balling, man. I
Yes,
thought
sir.
first pickup in the off season, paying him all that money. That boy,
Jalen Brunson is the Knicks.
that boy is balling, man.
Shit,
Yeah, he is.
This thing, I gotta give his props.
Everybody
I gotta
look
give his
at
props.
Randall, but you're right.
Brunson.
It's Brunson.
is the
When Brunson
dude,
got hurt,
man.
they couldn't win a game.
They couldn't win a game. They couldn't win a game.
I didn't,
Yes, sir.
And
He balling, bro.
I didn't think they should have paid him all that money. I
Well,
ain't seen the big deal. but
you
that
see
boy
what
balling.
happened to Dallas.
Well, the Knicks pay everybody.
You'll take Kyrie over Bronson. The problem is Kyrie came too late. And another problem is they don't play no defense.
At all.
That's Dallas' problem.
At all.
And Luka cried more than
Olay.
anybody I know.
Yeah.
Luka is the biggest crybaby. Man, dude, he's
Well,
terrible.
it's Luka, then you.
Oh, wow.
Luka played defense like
Ole.
no he.
Yeah. Now we all said that they wouldn't be able to play together, but none of us at the table figured the baller was gonna be Kyrie. Because
Kyrie put on the
Luka,
show.
Yeah.
Luka just faded.
Kyrie put on the show.
He just
Kyrie did his job. From the trade deadline, Kyrie, hey, he ain't caused no problems. He went down there and balled out. You can't blame Kyrie.
Kyrie will be a Laker next year, and they're going to be dangerous.
No, I don't. You know what? Hey, Sly, I don't think that's gonna be the case, bro. I think they're gonna keep this team together. I think they're gonna pay Reeves. They're gonna keep this team together, dog.
They're gonna take Kyrie over D'Lo.
D'Lo is a temp right now.
I mean, you'll take Kyrie, obviously, but you got to pay Kyrie. You got to pay Kyrie.
So
They'll pay him.
it's like Purple Rain.
Yeah. You better kick ass tonight, kid. D'Lo better kick ass.
Well, D'Lo ain't making a good self showing right now in the playoffs.
Kyrie
Like he needs to be balling.
looking for property in LA. D'Lo better show up. He better show up.
Yeah, he hasn't been too effective.
He's not consistent.
Yeah. That's the word. That's the word. He's not consistent, and I mean, man, it's crazy.
But there's the Cavs Knicks series. It was one of the ones that
Is the
I really got
Timberwolves
out.
still playing?
They getting dog walked right now.
Yeah, they can. I thought they was gonna win last night. They couldn't even
First of
do
all,
this.
Why the fuck would you give up all the picks for Rudy Gobert?
That was terrible.
Where's Anthony Edwards at, man?
He disappeared.
Where is he at?
He reminded me of Kevin Garnett when he played.
Let me explain.
Fuck him.
When you have Rudy Gobert and Towns on the floor, there's no room for Anthony Edwards to get loose. Rudy Gobert claws up the middle. Towns is floating out for threes. Anthony Edwards can't get loose. When one of them is off the floor, Anthony Edwards scores. I watched him against the Lakers. I'm telling you.
So
He can't get loose. So look for them to mix up that lineup this summer. One of them gone.
Now I
Towns
ask you
will
a
go back.
question. You got Rudy. His contract, he not going nowhere.
Man, you
Anthony
gave up
Edwards.
4 picks.
Well, goodbye, Towns.
It's coming up on the contract.
Oh,
Right.
Cat is
So-
gone.
And they're going to keep him.
Cat is
So
gone.
goodbye, Towns.
Cat gone.
Can't go.
And-
No, they clogged up the middle. Rudy can't score. So really, you 4 against 5 on offense.
The sad thing about it though is with Cat, I'll say this again. I'll stand by this. He's one of the most skilled big men in the
He
league.
is.
Like Cat can ball. Like Cat can do it all on offense. Defense, he sucks. And
It's terrible.
mentally, he's weak.
He's weak.
Like soon as he
Yeah.
gets 2 fouls, he just all out the game and with the
I
look
agree.
on his face, like all day. He don't know how to stay in there.
Cat Williams,
They would have beat the Lakers
Cat ain't been the
if Cat
same.
would have stayed in there
Cat mentally ain't been the same since his mother.
since his
passed.
mom.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
And
Right.
Now-
I mean, that was his rock.
But even
I mean,
before that, though,
he's
Cat
still
was.
trying to get his mind.
But even before that, though, like
No, but I'm not gonna lose that. I'm not going because
he gets
yeah, you going something off the court. Your basketball is your sanctuary, bro. That's your away from everything type
Well,
shit.
that might be for you. I mean, we've seen people that lost their moms, that lost their mind. Mr. West is one of them.
Yeah, but we ain't talking about Kanye. We talking about on that basketball court. Once you step on the court, bro, you playing a game. So you can't be mentally right when you shooting threes and you scoring 30 points, but then you can't play defense. All of a sudden, we're gonna use the outside excuse. You can't have it both ways.
Call it an excuse.
You know what I mean? Like
They call
his
it-
man right seems like when he's scoring 30 points, he ain't got no problems, right?
No.
When you have a bad game, you can't say his man ain't right. Like you can't have it both ways.
The problem is he lets the refs, he lets things get to him to where he gets unfocused. Like he worries about, like, I don't care if you got 4 fouls, still be you. Like, get out there and be aggressive. Don't, I'm trying not. Now he's passive. He don't want to shoot. He don't want to get out charged. You know, defensively, he gets completely out of the game. And that's his problem. Mentally, he needs to get stronger. But talent-wise, man, Cat one of the best bigs in the game.
He can ball.
Now, I'll tell you what Minnesota is missing. A true point guard.
Mike Conley balling. Stop.
A true point guard.
Stop, man.
He's old.
Mike Conley balling, dog.
Dog. He old, but he balling.
Now, I like Mike Conley.
He's not the
I like
problem. He is not the problem.
The Bulls need Towns, and they need to figure out what to do with that damn point guard and his daddy and his other brother who hurt too.
Damn.
Get rid of all the fucking balls out of the whole league.
Well, he may be giving it himself.
Mike finally selling his team because he tired of the ball.
That was kind of weird, but
the Bulls need to find a way to get up from under that contract. Injury settlement, I don't know how they're gonna do it, but they need to get up from under that contract and go get a real point guard.
I think his career is done.
And you know what? All that hype that old boy came to the Bulls with is gone. I don't trust him now.
Who?
Whatever I hear you pronounce his name.
Well,
I don't trust him now, bro.
Well,
Who you talking about?
I say not to trust him, but when he came in,
Who are you talking about?
he talking about the GM,
No, the president.
the president.
You talk what? Y'all right back in the guard packs.
No, we ain't at the guard packs because when he came,
Well, it looked like it to me.
but he got handicapped by some of those contracts that he had, so he kind of got boxed in.
But the Lonzo Ball injury was huge.
Yeah,
That's huge.
And
But get from under. You at the trade deadline in the summertime, y'all knew he was hurt. Y'all just didn't put it out to public. But y'all knew he was hurt and he wasn't going to play. So you didn't go out and get a point guard in the summer. You didn't go out and get shooters in the summer when Milwaukee exposed you in the playoffs. You did nothing. You ran it back. That's their fault.
Guards, bro. Finally, you're going to let my boy go. He done. He'll go somewhere and make some money. You know, Ben's hated enemy. You know that.
The hair.
Kobe White.
Kobe White. Y'all gonna let him walk. Y'all gonna let him and Vujicic just walk, and you got nothing for.
Done.
Deuces.
Hey.
I like Vooch, but Kobe White, hey bro, sorry man. You Carolina.
He kept us in the game against Miami. Kobe.
If I'm the Bulls, Sly just said it. Great point. I'll make a move for Cat.
You got to.
I'll make a move for Cat.
You got
For
to.
who?
Vooch go. Let him go. Get Cat the fuck out of there. Let him come to Chicago. Now,
but you gotta trade somebody to get Cat. He's under contract. So you gotta trade somebody to get Cat now.
You want to get Cat? Are you going to keep DeRozan? Because all this talk about letting him go, that's bullshit.
You gotta let DeRozan show me the playoffs. I'm done.
Let him go, dog. Let him go.
He got 5 people on him.
Let him go back to California to play with the Lakers.
He got 5 people on him, man.
Hey, man, this ain't your choice. DeRozan is gonna ask out. This ain't gonna be your choice. DeRozan is gonna ask out.
And what the fuck can we do with Zach LaVine? Please tell me.
You stuck with him. You stuck with him.
And 15 the next.
Hey, Sly, $200 million, brother. You stuck with him.
God, he's terrible.
You stuck with him.
If you looked up inconsistency in the dictionary,
Angry Man segment right here
of him, it's got a picture of Zach LaVine. He is the most inconsistent player I've ever watched.
I 100% agree with you, Sly, but you stuck with him because you gave him $200 million. You're stuck.
God, somebody got to please.
Well,
I agree with you, though.
They got to move either LaVine or DeRozan.
DeRozan is gone.
And DeRozan's what, 32, 33 now?
35.
Damn.
He 35?
Who?
DeRozan been around long.
DeRozan been around, brother.
Let him go to L.A.
He a bucket. No.
Let him go to L.A.
No.
Let him go. He is from L.A.
You know why? Because I don't want to hear that dude mouth. I don't want to hear Kev's mouth
I do.
all year long.
I want to hear Kev's mouth.
He
Let him
give
go to LA.
he giving bucket
he
after
show
bucket.
up in the playoffs in Toronto.
No.
He don't show up in the playoffs with the Bulls. Let him go to LA.
No, not to
Please.
LA. He can go anywhere else but LA. Because I don't want to hear Kev's mouth.
But he don't. But if he go to LA, he don't have to be the main scorer. That's the difference.
But
He's the main scorer at 35 in
bucket,
Chicago. He don't have to do that in LA.
do that bucket.
Yeah, but speaking of Olay, he ain't never played defense.
Oh no.
DeMarco played
No, he
defense.
don't play no D.
No, he was like you when I first met you.
Hold on, I was the lockdown defender number one.
Wow.
Hold on.
After
I ain't seen the left hand guy that play defense yet.
Well, hey, the money, my man, 50 grand. But I did hit the game winning shot on him in Vegas.
You brought that up.
Hey, then you faded on him when you do it.
You brought that up.
hey, Kev, you gave him the one leg fade away?
Yep.
The one leg fade away?
Boom.
Hey man, a broke clock.
In all fairness, the ball bounced out. I ran out there and shot it. Damani was the closest, so Damani ran at me. But it was too late. It was gone.
A broke clock is right 2 times a day. So you got yours. You got yours out.
Hey.
And I don't want no get back because I'm straight. I ain't playing ball with
So
you.
now,
No, we back out there, baby. Get ready and make.
hey, Kevin, I got to change the subject and talk about Ohio State's home, Mr. Williams for Detroit. Why?
Oh, whoa.
But hey, Sly, Mr. FanDuel,
God,
We going to a
I'm
commercial
stressed out.
when we
Mr.
come back,
FanDuel himself.
It just get worse and worse.
we got to pay some bills,
baby.
and we coming back, and we gonna talk about FanDuel,
Mr. FanDuel.
Lions.
Mr. Calvin Ridley, part 2.
Jamil Parlay with Parlay, baby.
Oh,
Hey,
Hey guys, it's your boy the Superback, Sean Sierra, and we are 5 days away from the NFL Draft and the Sports Zone Chicago Draft Party sponsored by Miller Lite. Come hang out with your favorite Sports Zone Chicago personalities on Thursday, April 27th at Output Lounge, 1758 West Grand Avenue in Chicago at 6 o'clock. Enjoy our live draft show, the best wings in the city, cold drinks, and giveaways throughout the event. So don't meet us there, beat us there. And we'll see you Thursday, April 27th, 6 p.m. at Output Lounge, 1758 West Grand Avenue in Chicago.
No, I don't know though. I'm scared. I mean, you're scared.
Do you know that you're in my lane? No, not at all. Are you not paying attention? Are you texting? I was just checking in with my mom. I was telling her that I thought we'd be home by 6. It's okay. There's enough time. Just pay attention. I'm not even halfway through my text. There's no way. I'm not even going to look up. My babies are in the car. You have to pay attention. It's just supposed to be a quick text. I'm so sorry.
yeah. All right, man, we back. Kevin Lauder be back with us in a minute, man. But since y'all put it out there, man, when I saw that, I'm like, are you trying to tell me that nobody paid attention to your boy when he got suspended for the whole season?
Calvin Ridley.
Yeah, Calvin Ridley.
My fantasy guy.
Yeah.
Whole season. And he was out hurt doing it.
But
they was playing.
But Williamson them didn't bet on football. He did.
Yeah, he bet on the game itself, though. That's why they popped him.
What they did was they betted in a facility, which is illegal.
Right.
Him and the other dude. Then them other guys got suspended. They actually did bet on games. But
Yeah,
Williamson,
the dudes that got suspended for the year bet on games. The other cats got suspended 6 months. 6 games for betting inside the facility.
So the ones who got the indefinite,
they bet on games.
okay.
They bet on games.
Because two of them indefinite,
Williamson, right?
Yeah.
Williamson,
They bet on games, though.
Williamson, they betted in a facility. They bet on football.
Yeah, they betted on NFL property, or however they phrased it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the NFL say you can't bet on a property, in a locker room, no, basically nothing can do with them.
Oh, wow.
Basically, the only place you can bet is at home.
Really bet on games, too. That's why he got a year.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. So,
But speaking of, really is with Jacksonville. That boy gonna ball out. But neither here nor there. Go ahead.
He can still ball now. Like, give him his props.
yeah, we'll see how that go. Because he's going to be rusty
Atlanta
like Sly Knees.
Atlanta was dumb. I heard that. Atlanta was stupid for trading that boy.
Really? Yeah, I mean.
But they ain't got no quarterback either, man. You let them go. They ain't got no quarterback.
They going with that Riddle dude next year, whatever. Riddle.
Yeah, the dude from Cincinnati.
Yeah, they going with him next year. They're not even trying to. Well, they may just be putting up a smoke screen. They may move up and draft a quarterback or whatever. Wait till one fall. Hopefully, one fall to him or something. But I don't know. I don't know what's going on in Atlanta. Are you rebuilding? What are you doing? They let a lot of talent walk.
No,
they need to do something, man, because Kyle Pitts is down there rotten.
Yeah.
Well, Cap, what needs to happen, what I don't understand is this, and this is what kills me about the NFL draft. Stop hyping up these quarterbacks that's playing at these secondary ass schools like Kentucky, like your boy at BYU. Stop. What's pissing me off is you heard somebody dog CJ Stroud out. Stroud played for Ohio State. They lost at the end of the game because his quarter touchdown. Why y'all nitpicking Stroud? Why y'all nitpicking Bryce Young? They played at good universities to hype these white boys up that played at Kentucky and BYU. That's why the Jets are where they gonna be.
It happens
and that's the same
every
thing gonna happen
year,
with
though.
them.
But Slot, it's the quarterback, bro. They always gonna hype the quarterbacks up. You know that.
To the front.
It's the quarterback.
And they say it's because how they did in the combine.
It worked out for the Bears. That's how we got
The
Justin Fields.
Jets,
The Giants gave you Justin Fields. Let's talk real.
he did. One of my best GMs.
Giants did that.
But
You wouldn't have got him had the Giants not did it.
Trey Lance and the boy from Brigham Young went before Justin Fields. And Justin Fields and Trey Lance been neck and neck their whole careers.
Yeah.
And when it came draft time, they took the boy from Brigham Young and they took Trey Lance over him. So
I agree with that. Now, I agree with the fact that Justin Fields never should have fell that far because it was between him and Trevor Lawrence who was going the highest the entire way, all the way to the draft. All of a sudden, draft day, Justin Fields fall. I thought that was disrespectful.
Worked out for the Bears.
But in fact, it was so disrespectful because the last time you seen Trevor Lawrence getting his ass kicked by Justin Fields in the game.
Right, exactly.
I can figure that out.
Right, he did beat him. You're right, he did beat him. You're right.
After his freshman year.
Oh, yeah. Trevor was always booked. He was
But
already.
Trevor was going number one anyway. We knew that.
He was the next big thing.
He was penciled in after his
Yeah,
freshman
he was going number one anyway. But the second dude they were talking about was Justin Fields, all the way up to the draft. And all of a sudden, Justin Fields just failed.
And
The
next one is Arch Manning.
Hold on. I was just going to say.
He ain't getting no tick, though.
Hold on.
They're going to start my man from Ohio State that transferred to Texas, which they should.
Arch will be gone. Arch going to be that dude. Watch what I tell you. When he come out, he going to be that penciled in number one overall.
When you get a chance, go on.
Well, we know that.
And watch their spring games. They've been showing Arch and and your boy. And they've been going at it. They got a battle down there, bro. They got a battle down there.
Arch Manning will be the starter. Y'all know that. They know that.
Hey, I'm just
Carry
going
on.
the game, and I watched the highlights.
He's not
from
going to
that.
start over Harris. He is not that good. That boy that transferred from Ohio State to Texas is a stud. He left Ohio State because he couldn't play over Stroud. Period and point blank. But he is.
I know. Yeah, hey Sly, I know who you talking about. I forgot his name, but I know who you talking about.
It's not against him, but Arch Manning with that Manning name, he's must watch TV. Texas gonna start.
Thank you.
He already made. He already.
He's gonna start, bro. And that's not no knock on the dude that's competing with him. It's just at the end of the day,
you gotta put Arch. Arch gonna play.
Arch is gonna start. Right.
He's not better. Archie Manning is not better than Quinn. He's not better than him.
Must watch TV.
That's why I say it's not about him being better, and it's not about dude who's down there now. But at the end of the day, Arch Manning is gonna start.
Okay. Well, good.
I'm not saying he's better. I'm not saying he's better.
Right. I'm not saying that either. I'm just saying.
But Arch is gonna bring ratings. Everybody want to see this kid, man.
Follow the money.
Everybody want to see this kid.
Follow the money.
If you the alcoholic, you better not start it. Now, that's all I'm gonna say.
Last time you called
it ain't gonna be his choice. It's gonna be the boosters who's spending that money down there. Is gonna tell him put their boy on the field.
Beat the brakes off of.
So be cool on calling him the alcoholic.
He wore Ohio State and CJ Stroud out.
Hey, y'all know what it's gonna be about. Those Texas boosters is gonna say we want him on the field, and the coach ain't gonna have nothing to do with it.
The Texas boosters better worry about winning because they ain't won since the dope fiend played at running back.
Ricky Williams.
The dope fiend.
Damn.
The dope fiend, man.
He was a weed head, bro. He wasn't no dope fiend.
Same thing. Hey, look here.
420, baby.
What I'm trying to tell you is this. CJ Stroud is a pocket passer. What black quarterback you seen that's a pocket? They don't even like to run. Now that's it.
Nice slide. Is CJ going number one or Bryce Young?
That was my next question.
Better go number.
Is it Stroud or Young?
Either one of them, it don't matter.
But you say he all that. Is he going number one?
He should. Did you see his combine? Oh my God.
Well, he's bigger than Bryce Young, so that makes a difference.
I mean, I'm not a fan of the smaller quarterbacks. We see Arizona,
Kyler Murray,
like
Kyler Murray just want to play baseball. He should have stayed.
But he's a runner though. See, hey, Bryce Young can throw that ball, dog.
Oh no, Bryce can definitely.
He can throw that ball. He a little frail, but he can throw that ball, dog.
But the problem you're looking at in that pocket, like when you're that small, you dropping back, and all your linemen are like 6'4", 6'5", and up.
6'7".
So when they standing up, like that's why Kyler Murray got to always get out the damn pocket because you can't see.
So you see.
Russell Wilson, small quarterback is hard. Russell Wilson,
Well, Russell Wilson scrambles too. He didn't do that last year.
Well, your boy, Mr.
Drew Brees.
Yeah.
Mr. Purdue himself.
Yeah, Drew Brees did.
Russell Wilson's thing was he always scrambled and made a play. He didn't do that last year. He stood in the pocket, and he was terrible.
They're like 5'10". Like he's small. That's small.
CJ Stroud stand in the pocket.
I think Drew Brees is like 6'1".
Sling it. If he want to get fired again, like he did in Indianapolis, you better pay CJ Stroud.
So what did y'all see the end of the press conference for the Colts? So, the guy, I can't remember his name right now. I'm drawing a blank, but he was like, everybody is saying that we are going after
Bryce Young.
No.
Stroud?
The white boy.
Levis?
Yeah.
Levis.
And he said, I don't know where everybody getting this from, but that ain't the case. He went on this whole little soapbox saying that's not the case. But for me, it had to come from somewhere. Had to come from somewhere that they high on this kid.
I think the media is pushing him.
If Levis go number one, come on, man.
Levis had a hell of a pro day. I mean, the boy can throw it. He can fling. He can fling it. The boy
he ain't better than Bryce Young or Stroud. Stop it.
But he can fling it. He got that prototypical quarterback, the
He look like Pitts. He look just like Pitts from
The Republican.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah, he got that prototypical, white boy quarterback. I'm the dude, swole, taking pictures with his shirt off.
He is swole though.
That motherfucker is swole.
He cut up.
He a big boy. He a big boy.
You're a big boy.
So, I mean, I think it's going to be some shocking things that happen in the draft.
I know. And the Bears gonna mess around and take Northwestern.
No.
They're gonna take.
No, they got the Bears. They got the Bears taking an offensive tackle from
He's a guard.
Damn, I forgot. But it ain't Northwestern.
This is a guard in the league. Them little short ass arms, man, he get murdered.
Are they gonna take the brother from Ohio State? They
No, they got the Bears taking an offensive line.
And I want Sean to jump in on this. I think the Bears trade down. This is my prediction.
So you say you got
No, you don't trade down. You better stop trading down, dog. You need all the help you can get.
My prediction.
Stop with the trading down.
Is
you got enough picks. You better take the best available player at number 9.
I want Sean to jump in on this. I think they trade down and they take Darnell
For what?
from Tennessee. I think they take the tackle from Tennessee. They're going to trade back to like 16, 17, whatever.
For what?
Tell me they gonna get.
Why would you do that?
I think they should. I love Paris Johnson.
I think it was foolish to fall out the top 5, in my personal opinion. You had the number 1 damn pick. You don't trade down to the teams. Stop.
They're only number 9.
If they go,
what they gonna do?
If they trade back, it'll be this. One is to get more draft capital. All right, they'll probably get someone second and third round. But 2, the reason they'll probably trade back is if the offensive tackles that they don't want, because I think they like a couple of them. All right, I think they like Skoronski, and I mean you can't go wrong with Johnson or Wright or Broderick Jones. So if they're getting close to 9, and 2 of those guys are still left, then they'll trade back because they'll probably take whoever isn't picked, and they won't go. I don't think they'll go back that far. I think there is a rumor that Pittsburgh needs a tackle and wants to come up, and they would probably get one of Pittsburgh's second round picks, not the one we gave them for Claypool. Right. I don't think Pittsburgh will give that one up, but they'll give their 40-something one. And I think there's a lot of value in that second round. And I think you can get a lot of people, so you can get one of those tackles, have an extra pick in that second round, and go from there. Because I don't like that gap between 9 and 53. That's 44 slots, man. And Green Bay's picking in there, Detroit's picking in there, Minnesota's picking in there. There's a lot of people getting taken off the board. So I think they're going to try to get in that particular spot because they got 53, 61, and 64 at the end of the second, beginning of the first. So I think they're going to try it. If they do trade back, it won't be that far, and it'll be just to grab one. And if they stay there at 9, I'm happy with. It depends on what you want, man. Broderick Jones he has the highest ceiling. Wright from Tennessee, he's been given to do the flux. Everybody in the SEC, he's been giving them the flux. When Will Anderson and some of the other guys said he was the toughest dude, that's the dude you want because he's been handling those guys who's probably going to face on Sunday. He's been handling them on Saturday. So that's why if there's 2 of those offensive tackles there, the Bears will probably trade. But then again, you got to remember, you need a dance partner. You can't just say, well, I'll go back to 12. You got to have someone willing to come up for you to go back.
Why don't you stay at 9? You've already dropped out of the top 5. I wouldn't have did that. But why don't you stay at 9, take the best available talent, whether that's an offensive lineman or whatever, like your Will Andersons and all of them will be gone by 9. Yeah. Take the best offensive lineman you can get at number 9. You stay within at least the top 10 because you had the number 1 pick. You don't just give all that up and drop down and talking about draft capital. You need talent. So you take the top talent you get at number 9.
Kev, I agree with you completely. But addition to this is that because this draft is so deep, that lends credence to your whole point, Kev. They do need a lot. They need a shitload of talent. So if you can get extra picks.
But you still got picks. It ain't over at number 9. You still got picks.
But here's the thing. Do you want to go from 9 to 53? Like I just said, that's 44 picks, man.
I agree with you.
That people in your division, the hell with the rest of the NFC or the NFL, people in your division will have multiple picks in that between 10 and 52. Yes. So you're like, well, man, because the draft is so deep, there's so much value in that second round. If you guys remember, I said before it all started, before they made it to trade out, I said, hey, go 1 to 2, 2 to 4, but I said, what did I want? I said I wanted a lot of second round picks this year. Remember that? Because there's so much value in the second round. You can get a shitload of guys in that second round. Yeah, have one first round pick, cool. But then you get a shitload of picks in that second round, and these are guys that are depth. These are guys that if you don't get that generational player that you want, like a Jalen Carter, you can get him next year and have a whole bunch of good rotational guys on defense. Because, man, that defense is going to be something else. If you get,
I just need the nastiest players and that got attitudes. Got
you
these.
can't do it in 1 year. Don't look at it as a 1 year thing, though. Don't look at it as a 1 year thing. Don't look at it as a 1 year thing.
Sean, the same time you said that, Sean, I said don't drop out the top 5. I was big on that because I'm like, bro, you got the number 1 pick. You at least stay top 5 to get a generational player or one of the best players coming out this draft. They ended up dropping to 9.
Kev,
So what if Jalen Carter's still there? Do you take him?
This is why I disagree.
He might be. He might be. Okay.
I think this is media driven. Everybody focuses on the first round.
Yes.
The meat of the draft is round 2 through round 4.
Yep.
That's the meat of the draft.
Agreed. It's Jim's come up there. It's Jim's come up there. I agree with that. But the first round is where your players at, bro. I'm not saying you can't get talented players 2 through 4. You're right. It's a lot of them. We go down the list. But generally, your first round, you try to grab the best known players. Your 2 through 4 is the gems that come up.
So if I get a chance to swing once or swing 4 or 5 times, which one I'm gonna take? I'm gonna swing 4 or 5 times.
5 times? Hell yeah, 4 or 5 times.
You'd rather swing 4 or 5 times.
Okay,
Demond. You gonna this draft is too deep.
Is Jalen Carter still sitting there at 9? Do you take him?
4 or 5 round, the 5th round, you're gonna get like Pro Bowl caliber players.
You're gonna get some gems, no doubt.
Right. You don't have to focus on the number 9 pick. If I can drop back and get, if they can trade with Pittsburgh and drop back and still get Darnell Wright from Tennessee, that boy's a beast.
Yep.
That boy is.
If Jalen Carter is still sitting there at 9, do you take him?
Hell yes.
More 2nd, 3rd, and 4th round picks.
Generational, right?
Yeah, but one player don't make a football team.
No, I agree.
No, one player doesn't. But you don't pass on one player. So again, the money, I asked the question. Matter of fact, I asked all you Bears fans. Jalen Carter drops because of his pro day, off-court issue, off-field issue, right? He's sitting there at 9. Do you take him?
Yep, end of story. Next
if Jalen Carter's there, you take him.
Yeah, you take him.
He's sitting there at 9. Okay,
he's done.
But see, that changes everything because y'all was going after offensive linemen. But think about it, Sean. Think about it. Y'all was going up. Your focus on offensive linemen, regardless which one you like the best. But Jalen Carter is now sitting there at 9, and it's your pick.
Or you take Carter.
Known to be a generational player.
No,
you gotta.
Hey, Kev, there's no argument.
I don't think he gets to 9.
No, he don't get to 9. Seattle might take him, or Detroit might take him, and that's going to be bad for us because Detroit adds him to Aiden Hutchinson on the end. That's a nasty combo. It's like Sue and Fairley? Nick Fairley. All right, when they had a couple years ago. All right, you get it because I don't think he's going to get there. I believe me. I pray he gets there. But here's my question: would you rather have one generational talent, or would you rather have a whole bunch of guys who are good to great in that rotation? And if that generational talent is there, okay, I'll take them. But if not, man, give me a whole bunch of extra picks. I'm looking to trade back because, like I said, you give me a wave of people. This kid, I mean, you still got Brian, you got Breesy, you got Miles Murphy, you've got there's a lot of other guys. The kid from I'm in love with the kid from USC, Tuli Lopu.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Dude, say that twice.
Motor.
Say that twice, Sean.
Man, I can't. I might come out with a knot in my tongue. No way. But anyway, he's got a motor. Give me a whole bunch of guys that I can roll in, roll out. Because let's not forget, again, we still have that first round pick next year from Carolina. Yep. If we can't get that generational play this year, if we can't get that generational 3 tech this year, we'll be able to get him next year. So what do? You build a defensive line. You get a good rotation of young players. A 3-tech. You already signed Walker in the 1-tech. And you grab more. Get a whole bunch of good to above average or maybe even great players this year, and then get that generational 3-tech or generational talent next year. He might even not be generational. He might just be a great or the best 3-tech. Get him next year after you fortified it, because this ain't a 1-year thing. It's a multi-year thing.
Yeah, you don't go all in 1 year. I agree with that.
You're gonna get. I'd say that they could possibly get 2 to 3 potential Pro Bowl players in that by their 3rd year, and that 2nd to 4th.
The Bears gonna have
I'm telling you.
first.
Yeah.
You got players of that caliber in that 2nd to 4th that will be Pro Bowl players.
That's the meat of the draft.
They're gonna be Pro Bowl players.
It's not based on the first round. The meat of
Bears,
the draft is the middle.
The
of the
Bears
round.
is gonna have between the 1st and the 3rd pick without fail next year.
From Carolina.
No way. No, stop it, Sly. Stop it. So here's a question though, because the secondary is
from Carolina next year.
Not the Bears gonna be bad, but the Carolina pick is gonna be high.
Yeah, because Carolina's gonna be bad. No,
the Bears ain't gonna. The Bears ain't finna jump up to 12 wins either. So y'all still gonna have a draft next year, believe it or not.
Yeah, you worry about if Saquon Barkley.
So don't act like they finna jump up to 12 wins and y'all ain't gonna still be in that category of drafting in the first 10 picks. You're still gonna be in that category.
We are going
to. Now you might not have the number 1 pick.
I'll take a stick on that.
We will be double-digit wins next year.
Stop.
Okay, no. Listen.
You will improve.
Say the word.
Listen.
You'll have more wins.
Yeah.
But you gonna jump to over 10?
He said say the word.
Yes, and I'll tell you why. You know what? I wish I had for your next show after the draft. How many games did the Bears lose because not because of Justin Fields?
You lost 10 in a row.
Yeah, but you're not listening to me. Okay, you're not listening to me. Answer the question. You think about how many games did the Bears lose? Talking about the Merced, the Vikings game. Now it doesn't mean they would have won. They had the opportunity. You forgot the Cairo Santos missed the extra point. The Bears lost 24-23 and 21-20. What about the Washington Commanders where Darnell Mooney double catches it on the goal line? If he catches it clean, he's over the goal line. Dude, there's about 4 or 5 games.
John, you're making excuses. You're making excuses.
I'm not making excuses.
Because I can tell you some of the games the Giants lost by a damn drop ball or some shit like that.
Yeah,
that's excuses.
But now he's got players.
The Giants just Giants.
Now he's got players. Now he's got.
And the Bears just bared for 10 in a row.
No, I hear you. 10 in a row. There's no around it. But if you look at those things, so you mean to tell me since the Bears are 10-0, according to your logic, that means nobody improved, that they sucked. Justin Fields sucked. Everybody sucked on that team. Is that what you're saying?
I told you they will win. No. I'm saying the Bears will be better next year. I acknowledge that. I
hope so. Shit.
But you said double-digit wins. That's where we're disagreeing.
Right. But I'm saying
I said they're going to win more games. Yes, they're going to be better.
So
they upgraded in free. We didn't even got to the draft. So they upgraded in free agency.
Games did the Bears win by your logic?
Probably about 8, 7, 8.
Okay.
8 max. So I'm gonna say somewhere between 5 and 8, and I'm gonna say 8 max.
Hey, Armando said the Giants only winning 4 games this year.
I got 10.
Armando probably don't watch football.
I got at least 10, Kel. Let's bet.
Yeah, I'm
the Bears win 10 games?
Yes.
B-E-T.
And not the show, huh?
Let's go.
Hey, Sean.
You bet with me too, Kev? Because I'm all.
Hey, let's bet, Sean. You kicked it off. Yeah. Let's bet. They're not going to just jump up to double-digit wins. They'll be better, yes, because it's a process. Like you said, Sean, you gave a 3-year window. So they'll be better. I 100% agree. I ain't a Bears fan, but I'm going to tell you that. But to jump up and say they're going to win double digits? No. No, they're not.
Tell everybody where we're going to be at Thursday.
Man, I'm telling you, Thursday is going to be off the chain. You know what? Instead of me telling them, it's easier because I could just say, how about you just watch? Hey guys, it's your boy, the Superback, Sean Sierra, and we are 5 days away from the NFL Draft and the Sports Zone Chicago Draft Party sponsored by Miller Lite. Come hang out with your favorite Sports Zone Chicago personalities on Thursday, April 27th at Output Lounge, 1758 West Grand Avenue in Chicago at 6 o'clock. Enjoy our live draft show, the best wings in the city, cold drinks, and giveaways throughout the event. So don't meet us there, beat us there. And we'll see you Thursday, April 27th, 6 p.m. at Output Lounge, 1758 West Grand Avenue in Chicago. Man, I'm telling you.
John, I have to turn people's lights off at 7 o'clock Friday morning. I cannot indulge in a lot of alcoholic beverages. Carry on.
Here's what you can do, though, Kev. Here's what you can say. Hey, God is with you. Because I consumed enough alcoholic beverages, you get a stay of execution for a couple of hours. Okay? So you can watch. So you're supposed to be cut off at 7:30, 8 o'clock. We're looking at 9:30, 10 o'clock. All right, get Judge Judy, get Fox in the morning in, and then it's done.
Well, we don't go off times.
Hey, Sean,
but what happens is we go off dates.
So whoever Kev lights to turn off, he can light the candle. We're gonna have Sports Zone candles. Yeah. So whoever Kev cut off, light your candle.
Well, it's starting at 6. They can watch somewhere up until like 7:30 when it get dark.
I think, and it don't get dark till like 7:30. Yeah, 7:30, 8 o'clock now. So they got time.
So who y'all got number one overall? Who y'all got going? Who Carolina taking?
CJ.
Bryce Young.
CJ.
Sly.
Bryce Young. I think CJ going to Houston.
I think I got him taking C.J. Stroud, but I probably believe he probably gonna go to Houston.
I think they should take Stroud, but I think they're gonna take Bryce Young.
I don't want CJ to go to Houston because that massage life is too strong.
Well, they said
that massage life is real down there, baby.
Got the same agent as Deshaun Watson. The Stroud or Young.
Well, I don't know.
One of them same agent. They said Houston won't deal with Watson's agent anymore. So whoever
that makes sense.
Yeah, it's something with that.
But it wasn't his agent's fault. His agent wasn't getting the massages.
Hey.
Ain't his agent's fault.
Wow.
Hey, Houston's mad because they were paying for the rooms.
Right.
Houston was paying for the rooms. Come on, man. How you? Oh, now you're all high and mighty, right? Right in Houston, now you're all high and mighty.
Right.
We don't do that anymore.
Right.
Holier than that.
Yeah,
right.
The key phrase key word is anymore. That's the key phrase, anymore. Because we got caught in parentheses.
So I got a question for y'all. I know you all saw the Tua press conference. What's your thoughts on Tua and him saying, due to his age, he still wants to play? He talked about with his family and stuff about retiring, but that don't look like it's in the cards because now, all the outlets saying they should go after Lamar because they don't know what's going on with Tua. Where do you think they should land? Should they stick with Tua or should they pretty much go after another quarterback, Lamar being one of them?
I don't think they should go after Lamar, but I do think they should invest in another quarterback. You just gave Tua, you picked up his option, so you just kept him. So I ain't gonna say you stuck with him, but you picked up his option because he hinted at retirement, and the next hit could be his last. You got to have a backup plan, bro. You got to do it. If you bring in Lamar, Tua is done. So I wouldn't say do that, but you have to have a backup plan. This dude get hits one more time, it might be over. And in his mind, he was thinking retirement. So right there, as a franchise, do your due diligence and go out and get you another quarterback. You got to have a backup plan.
Go get a youngster that you think can sit on a bench for a season or so. Like you said, one hit, Kev, is done.
He's done. You got to have a backup plan.
So you get a youngster that you better get the best. Hopefully their draft department is good and go get you another Brock Purdy. Go get you somebody who can, you know what I mean? Because man, he needs to retire. But I get it. He's young. He still wants that bag.
Still want to play.
And he still wants to play. But man, I go after another quarterback and just be like, just because you can't have him handcuff you and hold you hostage because he wants to play. You guys,
because if you go after Lamar's coming in starting. That means Tua is done.
Yeah. And the
Pretty
story.
much.
I think
And that's a lot of money for Lamar too. So a lot of money in that quarterback position.
Exactly.
I think the smarter thing to do is if a quarterback falls, grab him, or you get one of them quarterbacks in that second, third round range that falls down. You take one of those guys and have him ready. The concussion thing is so like I don't. And Miami got a squad, man.
They do. They ready. They ready.
Sudden thing.
Do y'all understand? Do y'all understand if Tua comes back, the pressure that's on that O line?
Yep.
Because you make a move, you trade for Trey Lance.
But the thing,
I like that move too.
That's a good move.
Now you on the something. You on the something now.
Do you want to be the dude on the O line that the person gets through and ends this boy's career?
And the quarterback gonna get hit. Like in football, you're gonna get hit.
But that
or you're gonna get slammed down with your hand on the back of your head.
But Kev, what you think about the trade for Trey Lance?
That's a great.
Slide. We don't usually agree because you really don't know what you're talking about half the time.
You're out
there. But on
Sly.
this one, you're right, dog. That would be a good. Now, depending on who they got to give up, but that'll be a good. That's a backup.
Yeah.
Young.
Oh, Sly.
Hey, Kev,
He's young.
Like
I agree, Sly. Yeah, you on with something with that.
Sly, you come back next week. Come back next week, Sly.
What'd you say? He can come back next week?
Come back next week.
Wow. No, that Trey Lance move that's a great move.
Right? That's a good move. Yeah, I agree with that. That's a good move.
Come back. You can still let Trey Lance sit. You trade for Trey Lance because they want Purdy to start. Let him start.
First of all,
go
Lefty, I call bullshit and throw a flag. Trey Lance, what the fuck has he shown us?
That's the problem.
He ain't played.
That's why.
But he ain't played. But he young, man. He young, bro.
Yeah, you can get him for a 5th round.
And you're not going after because think about it. If Miami goes out and get Lamar, that means Tua's time is done. It's over. Goodbye.
He can still sit on the bench.
Right?
Tua get knocked
so young.
So he get knocked up out the side of the head in game 4. Is Trey Lance? Because remember, everybody at this table say Miami got that squad.
They got a squad.
Is
Trey
Lance to take that squad to the playoffs? I'm just saying to the playoffs.
You cannot get Lamar. That's not going to happen.
Nobody's getting Lamar except for the Ravens.
So
period.
So who else can they get?
He blackballed.
Who else can they get? They're gonna let their whole team suffer on Tua getting smacked upside the head.
Yeah, you can't bank on that.
You gotta have a backup plan, bro. You got to.
You're gonna get hit. Like it's football.
Or he gonna get slammed on the back of his head. One of the two gonna happen.
But that shows you how soft left hand motherfuckers are.
Whoa, wait a minute. Wait the fuck a minute.
Whoa.
Hey man, he's either gonna get hit outright, or he gonna get slammed like he did the second time and hit the back of his head. Anything can kick off a concussion, bro. So he done had multiple. So he's literally one hit away from being done. And I think it's in his head already. That's why he's talking retire. He thought about retirement. It's in his head already. So you as an organization have to know that. You got to go get a quarterback. Like this ain't disrespectful. This is business. You got to go get a quarterback, bro. That's ready to go now. What if he get knocked out the first game? Then what? Your season over?
You can get Stetson or somebody like that in the 3rd round.
Stetson's pretty decent.
Yeah, he's decent. He's solid.
Yeah, but you don't want to. You want to give that offense and that defense. Let's not forget Vic Fangio is the defensive coordinator over there now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's not forget that. You want to give that to a rookie? You know what I'm saying? That's why Sly's suggestion of going to get Trey Lance makes sense. I know Trey Lance doesn't have a lot of stats, doesn't have a lot of tick, but he's got time in the NFL. He's played in the NFL. All right, so you get him. I would. That's a situation where you need to get a young veteran quarterback because that team. We said it. We agree. That team's ready now, and you just got a defensive coordinator of defensive coordinators. That defense is going to be good. That wide receiver core is a track team. You got to get someone who can run it and knows how to do it. I think that could be the best spot for him because man, Vic Fangio is going to get them boys right. Quick.
And wasn't the coach of Miami, assistant coach or whatever like that when they drafted Trey Lance?
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
He was there, right?
Yeah.
So you would think he kind of knows him, and it ain't too far off the damn same offense. That would make sense. And you ain't gotta break the bank to go get Trey Lance.
No, you don't.
Some picks, okay, whatever. You know.
Hey, you could give him 2 groovy blues and an acid.
Yeah, but the other side of that too, though, is Trey
And
Lance.
an acid Cuba.
Trey
And
Lance,
you can throw in an Alorda.
but Trey Lance is going to year 3. Oh my God. Trey Lance is going to year 3. Like, why not take the young boy from Georgia, have him on the rookie
You heard
deal
that fly?
for 4 years?
I did.
Yeah, that was. But yeah, you got the if you take the boy from Georgia, you take Stetson from Georgia, you got him for 4 years. Trey Lance is in year 3, so you gotta a decision got to be made real soon with him.
Right.
But if you take a
right now.
Money.
Yeah, like right now.
Yeah.
He won't come in that much money. So either
true.
way, you
Trey
you
Lance
feel
gonna
safe.
save you plenty money.
But Trey Lance has played in the NFL.
On the phone, call his ex-friend and say, "Look, you don't want. Give me Purdy. Give me one of your quarterbacks that you don't want."
Hey, listen, Trey Lance has already played in the NFL. He's played. You've seen him. You've seen him play. You've seen him win games. And I'm not saying he's a gold jacket guy. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is you've seen him run an offense. You don't know what Stetson's going to do. You don't know what anyone's going to do in the NFL coming from college. Now the history from college gives you an indication, but it still don't mean jack. You give me a guy that I know that's proven in the league and put him as the backup to Tua, because if Tua goes down and you have to assume he's going to go down, you want to give it over to a rookie? You want to get over to a guy that you don't know, or you want to give it over to a guy and he don't have to be your main dude because you can go get a quarterback next year. But what I'm saying is get someone who can run that offense or run an NFL offense efficiently. Right. And you got a hell of a lot more than just efficient receivers in Miami. You got a
So I got a question. Who is Tua's backup right now? Is Teddy still there? Like, who's his backup?
I think Teddy out.
Teddy gone?
I don't know. Where did Teddy go?
Teddy's still there, ain't he?
Well, Teddy attempt, so he could end up back there.
But tell me you agree with this. If you got a great defense, and Fangio always puts a great defense out there, every time. All you need is someone to manage the game. You don't need him to be Tom Brady. You don't need him to be the superstar. You don't need to be Patrick Mahomes. With that defense and those receivers with Waddle and Hill, if you get someone to manage the game, don't turn it over, hand the ball off, you know what I mean? Just make the right plays, make the right decisions.
Use the tight end.
Georgia always runs a pro offense. They run a pro style offense. So if you can get that over giving up draft capital or possibly, because like I said, you got to Trey Lance in year 3. You got to pay him soon. You got to make a call on him.
Yeah, but you got to put him on the floor. You got to put him on the field first to see what you got.
But you don't know.
But that's exactly it. Like Mike White. First of all, to answer your comment, Mike White is the backup, and Skylar Thompson is number 3.
Oh, Mike White from the Jets.
Yes. All right.
In Miami.
Yeah. So here's what you could also do. Like you're right about the thing. You have to decide whether you pick up his option or not. You don't have to pick it up. And if you could just say, hey, listen, your body of work, we don't know. We're not going to pick that option up. You do as well. You do us. Take us to the playoffs. So you win a couple games. We can talk an extension after that because it's his 3rd year. His 4th. They got to decide whether or not they're going to pick up his extension. They can pick up his extension this year. You can just wait. Just wait on it. Just wait on it. And say, hey, and because you don't have a lot of time, a lot of history, we're not going to give you some crazy Jalen Hurts money. We'll give you a little bit, of work. We'll see what it is. And if you don't like them, draft someone next year.
Well, you're right, though. San Francisco could get rid of him and say, that ain't our problem. That's your problem. You decide to pick up his option or not. They could do that. Yeah. They could be like, hey, this is your problem now.
Yeah.
But it's kind of the same thing like Jordan Love. Jordan Love coming up, too. But you don't know what he can do. You ain't played him.
Yep.
But before you go, I want one question. Why did Bill decide after he got trounced, treated like dog mess last year, to finally go down there and get his offensive coordinator out of Alabama, which he could have did that last year? He could have solved all his headache. He finally fired Patricia and let him go somewhere to the Eagles, I think.
He went to the Eagles.
Why he didn't do that last year?
Maybe his boy wasn't ready.
Because he wanted to give his boys a job for 1 year.
Yeah, Bill tripping, man.
Bill crazy. His boy is Alabama's coach. He don't care who he lead.
Right.
He'll find him another offensive coordinator like he just did. He don't
He
care.
went down there and got O'Brien.
Right.
Yeah.
He could have did that last year and solved all his headaches.
Maybe O'Brien wasn't ready to lead though.
Please.
No, he'll do whatever Bill tell him to do. But the thing is, Kraft probably said, "Hey, dude, we drafted this quarterback. You finna send him to the trash? Help him out."
Then Buster called him and said, "Hey, bro, we friends. Like, take Bill. I'm gonna be okay. I'll find me another offensive coordinator. You should have had him last year. Why just take Bill?"
Well, the problem you got right now is Bill and Belichick and Kraft are bumping heads.
Yeah, he made it. We did like
Yeah.
They bumping heads.
Go get Bill O'Brien. You killing this quarterback.
I see Bill gone after this year.
Well, he's not gonna fire him. It's gonna be a agree to step down or some shit. He's not gonna fire him.
Yeah, they're gonna agree to part ways.
No, Bill O'Brien gonna save his life. That's what's finna happen.
Yeah.
The offense finna look a lot better.
Oh, definitely Bill O'Brien.
Well, they still need receivers.
What'd you say, Kev?
They still need receivers though.
Bill O'Brien will figure it out. He always has.
Well, remember, they always got a stockpile of
tight ends.
I'm talking about draft picks. They always got a stockpile of 4, 5, 6. They gonna pull out some receivers out that draft. Not saying that they Pro Bowlish, but they gonna be serviceable.
He let that boy suffer last year.
Who is you all's back to the draft? Who is you all? And Sean can jump in. Who is your surprise fall? Who gonna drop? Every year, somebody who was predicted.
Carter.
I love Jalen Hurts' team.
Carter.
I love the women he got behind him. I love the sister that gave him $255 million, even though Deshaun still make the most because all his is guaranteed.
Right.
But I love it. But the Eagles finna drop. They lost too many people. They lost their whole goddamn
Do
team.
you all remember when I said they had that window? And once you go to the Super Bowl, everybody tries to get paid off of
Just
that.
like the Rams.
And
Just like the Rams.
I told y'all that. And
No,
y'all,
the Eagles' problem was everybody was a damn free agent.
That too.
They went all in for 1 year, came up short. Now you got to pay all these cats. So they were gonna lose. They were gonna lose a couple.
I wanted them to win because I knew
nobody was gonna be like Tampa Bay and bring everybody back.
I think we always talk worst to first, but I'm gonna go first to worst. I'm going Minnesota. I think Minnesota falls all the way to the trash this year.
I don't think so.
I don't know if they drop all the way down, but the money you own to some because you know it's Kirk Cousins rumors to be traded.
Yeah.
The current regime did not inherit him. He was already there.
Right.
There's rumors he might be moved, bro.
And they about to cut Dalvin Cook.
Right. Exactly. They finna let Cook go, so they got a whole new regime, bro.
Kirk Cousins alone himself last year got them about 4 or 5 wins himself.
It is, but they lost.
Hey, bro, they talking about parting ways, man.
They gave up Thielen. I mean, you got Justin Jefferson.
Thielen is gone. They talking about cutting Cook, and they talking about getting rid of Cousins. Now, what the hell is going on in Minnesota?
Giving up Dalvin Cook, they strapped.
Every time they give up their quarterback, they plummet. Because when they got rid of Keenum, right, for Kirk Cousins, they were a game away from the bowl.
Yep.
And what happened to them?
Well, a bad call away from them.
Yeah, it was a bad call.
Well,
and
they
got
shouldn't
rid
have been there. The Saints blew that game.
Hey, but listen, as soon as they get rid of their quarterback, they go with this whole start over shit. And they plummet.
I think Dalvin Cook.
Well, they getting rid of Cook, man. That speaks volumes. That means something going on in Minnesota. If in the same, y'all gotta look at the same time. At the same time, they talking about cutting Cook, trading Cousins, let Thielen go. Something going on in Minnesota. All at the same time.
Well, I'm guaranteeing this. The Seattle Seahawks be number 1 in the AFC West. NFC West.
What?
Not over San Francisco.
They gonna tell me.
No, they won't. Not over San Francisco.
What?
I'm taking the Seahawks over San Francisco in the West.
Never.
Wow, that's strong.
That's my bold prediction. Now, what I'm gonna go by before we get off here, I'm gonna take the Seahawks in the NFC West. I'm gonna take Detroit in the NFC North. I'm gonna go with Detroit.
I give you that.
After the scandal?
Even after this, I'm gonna go with Detroit.
I give you that. Detroit, hey man, Detroit is knocking on that door, dog. Detroit, hey,
because the brother
we can hate if you want.
Now understand this: golf will not be golf from last year.
Right.
Golf is going. Jared is going.
Detroit got talent, bro. It's more than golf. Detroit got talent.
Jared is going Jared next year.
Look, man. I know it's Detroit.
Sorry, Will God.
And for us, Detroit is Detroit. But they got talent, bro. They knocking on that door, brother.
I would go with the Saints. If the Saints don't win the NFC South, fire the coach. The NFC South is absolutely terrible. And then what else we got? Oh, my favorite division of all, the NFC East. The NFC East, I'm going to have to give it up to Kev for the last time. First time and last time.
Never. Never.
I am taking the Dallas Cowboys.
Never.
Why? Hey, Sly, I knew it couldn't be true.
He gave you the pump fake.
He gave the
Right.
Right.
Right. I knew better.
They cut Zeke. Zeke ain't got picked up by nobody. Him and Le'Veon Bell, they can start their own boxing committee.
No, they got their new halter top line.
Le'Veon Bell went from sugar to complete doo-doo.
He went from an NFL running back to getting knocked out.
Right. He said he still want to box. I said, because you can't play football no more. You done, son.
Come on, man.
And nobody picked up my boy Zeke, so Zeke is pretty much done.
But not yet. Zeke can get picked up, man. Zeke can get picked up.
After the draft, he'll get picked up.
Yeah, he get picked up.
I kind of like that Seahawks pick in the West. That's
bad. I'm telling you. Kyler Murray.
They're not overstepped. They're not better than San Francisco. Stop it.
San Fran got a quarterback problem. San Fran got a quarterback.
But that's the only problem they got. And they got a deep man. Stop. San Francisco just picked up somebody from the Eagles. The dude the Eagles didn't sign.
Pete Carroll damn near 80 years old, and I would still pick him to outcoach my man. I'm taking Pete Carroll. They was close last year.
Yeah.
They lost a few games.
They were good last year, and they rewarded Geno. That was a good move.
Take the
So you saying your man gonna have a better season than he had last year?
Because he can always throw the football.
Geno
can always throw the football.
So Geno gonna cook.
Wasn't there.
Well, he couldn't throw for the Giants.
He can always throw. Geno just nuts. No, he threw more interceptions than anybody I've seen when he played for the
Well, he got paid now, though, so he good.
Famous James. Stop.
No, I ain't talking about total.
Oh.
Famous James. He gonna be Seattle's. He gonna be the starting quarterback.
They're not better. Seattle's not better than San Francisco. Let's stop this. Even if Purdy come in and just run the offense, San Francisco is better.
Okay, Kev.
So
remember this conversation.
So here's the next question: Does Sean Payton fix Russell Wilson?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Hell yes.
Yes.
And
just automatically, yes.
Worst, I'm gonna take Denver to beat Kansas City. My Raiders will always be trash. I'm gonna take Denver.
I'm glad you know that.
I'm gonna take Denver to be the number one team in the AFC West.
Over KC?
Over KC.
And all the Chargers?
Yep.
That's strong.
The Chargers is always
Wow.
Chargers. They can't play no defense. Ain't that dude? They've been that way since my man played for them in the second. The Chargers go look good on offense, and defense can't stop nobody. Did you see that play?
Come on, man.
Hey,
I don't think they go that far.
I'm taking Denver to beat out Kansas City for the AFC West for the first time in 5-6 years.
They finna go worse the first?
They're going to go worse the first.
I can see it happening. I'm
telling you.
They're going to be better, obviously. And yes, to answer your question, original question being, yes, Sean Payton fixes Russell Wilson. He's going to play to his strengths.
Back, baby.
So, of course.
Go take out the Ravens in the North.
Stop. That's
who?
Cincy controls that division.
Cincy will not win NFC North.
AFC.
Who going to beat them?
Say the word.
Bet.
Come on, man. Cincinnati clearly the best team in the division.
Okay, you say that, but Joe finna wet the bed this year.
And since he talking about moving on from Joe Mixon.
Right.
And they're trying to clear that space to pay Burrow.
Yeah, they got to pay.
I'm telling you.
And if it come down to it, Burrow gonna say, you're gonna keep Chase. We don't give a damn about Mixon. But you're gonna keep Chase. So now they got rostered. Bro, Higgins is coming up too.
And while y'all over there keep kidding, Tennessee done gave up everybody in the world and still gonna win that division.
They not gonna stop. The Jacksonville.
Oh, that Jacksonville division now, Sly.
I'm taking
Jacksonville holding that down.
Okay.
And
that's Jacksonville division now.
And they're getting Ridley.
Yeah,
okay. You trust the coach that got fired from a Super Bowl team to beat up. My man is a good coach. He had 99,000 injuries and barely lost that division. So,
and Tennessee finna get rid of Derrick Henry.
And he gonna get rid of Derrick Henry.
Well, he can flat out coach.
He can.
I give you
I'm
that.
trying to tell you.
I give you that. It's the front office that's fucking him.
I'm trying to tell you.
Well,
exactly.
Because that brother.
The front office is fucking him, man.
Oh, and for first to last, the Jets. Oh, the Jets gonna be the worst team in the NFC East.
Hey, let me say this, and I hope he watching. Silk, you don't have a chance.
They ain't even gonna get Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers gonna stay in Green Bay.
Hey, DJ Silk, y'all still waiting on Aaron Rodgers, and activities are starting, and the man's still with a Green Bay Packer uniform.
Come on, man. That's Silk, man.
That's my man, 100 grand. Yeah. But we talking about the Jets right now.
Man, listen.
They done put all the chips across the board, and the chips still sitting there 3 months later.
Now, we got about 5 minutes left, man. I watched the game the other day where the Yankees played the Angels. It was Judge, and I can't. How do you pronounce his name? Ohtani. I swear to God, I was on the edge of my seat on that game, man. And when Judge ran all the way back to and got his home run, I said, that's a shot at him. Like, I'm the face of MLB.
Who?
Judge.
Are you high?
Hey, fuck what you saying. He then came up to bat and put that motherfucker 400 feet.
He's not better than Ohtani.
I'm just saying.
No form of fashion.
I'm just saying.
And you hot.
He said, I'm the face.
You hot.
I'm the face.
His contract gonna be a joke.
Ain't about the contracts. I ain't talking contracts and all that.
Crazy.
But and how ironic that the Yankees gonna pay it.
In that game,
right?
In that game, he said, "I'm that dude."
He ain't better than Ohtani because Ohtani proved to you why in the Major League Baseball Classic why he the best player in baseball. The man can pitch, and then the man can come up there and stroke you out. So, hey, you better be careful.
If you didn't watch that game,
that statement was weird,
hit the MLB Network and watch that game, man. That right there was a hell of a game, bro. I'm just saying. We had that whole conversation when we did the live at L's. Yeah. Who's the face? And that game right there. That game right there, he was like, don't count me out as being the fucking face.
Shohei Ohtani, every time he play, and the Angels the worst team, they're going to be the worst team again. They still going to be on TV.
Hey, when he robbed that and then came up and put that ball 400 feet, I said, God damn.
Judge is a beast, man.
Hey, look here. When Ohtani doesn't sign an extension come July, and he's going into free agency, let the bidding war begin. So now you got the Yankees, the Dodgers, probably the Mets, people that spin is going to be all for his services. He ain't coming back to the Angels. The Angels can forget it. Let's talk Yankees, Dodgers, Mets, top three.
He going to get over $500 million.
Facts.
I get it.
Facts.
But does the contract
he's going to get it.
You the face?
He should be. He is the face, bro. How can he not be? When have you ever seen a dude that's a pitcher by trade first?
American sports will never let a foreigner be the face of the league.
I'm just saying.
They won't.
Bro, hey, man. Hey, in this case, the money, it might be a different story. In this case,
America will
He
never
is the
let
best player, man.
the
That's
NBA.
like-
Generally, I agree with you, Damani. It'll
LeBron
never happen. But in this case alone,
for KD,
dude is the biggest star in baseball, bro. He just is.
Best player, but America will never let a foreigner be.
Especially baseball.
I'm just saying, when they played 1-on-1, Judge
Did he
understood the
hit a
assignment.
Tony? Did he home run off a Tony?
I'm not sure who that was.
Of course not.
No, Tony wasn't pitching when he did that.
See if he hit a home run off a Tony first.
But
it ain't gonna happen.
he robbed his home run and smiled at him.
Major League Baseball still holding on to Trout.
Hey,
Mike Trout.
go back and
Mike
watch
Trout
the play.
Still good. Trout good. He
Go
just
watch
played
the
for a
play.
championship.
Right.
He missed it with his glove and it bounced the glove and he caught it with the other hand and he smiled at Otani. He smiled like
Otani said, "Okay, I got you next time.
yeah.
We'll see you again."
He understood the assignment. I'm that dude. Don't forget about me.
Outside of hockey, America won't let a foreigner be.
And then a hockey player that's the face. Dude for Pittsburgh is American.
But I'm just saying.
Hal said you forgot about Trout.
That's what I'm saying. America will not let it. They won't let it happen.
This is May. Come June 1st, Trout will be out for the year.
Hey.
That's not true, man. You need to stop Mike Trout, man. $400 million in.
I like Trout. He had a chance to get out and he stayed. Dumbest career decision ever.
Yep.
He pulled a Dame. Hey, we coming down to the end. Next week, we're going to talk about old boy from overseas in the NBA. Announced that he come to the draft.
Alabama Bull.
Well, yeah. And, we're going to talk about who that's going to be in the draft he would be a best fit for. I ain't heard Portland at Portland, the Spurs and popped up, but we're going to talk about that next week. Kev, give me your party shots, man.
I appreciate everybody for the ride, man, per the usual. It's been a long 24 hours. Keep the party going. But, hey, man, shout out to everybody tuning in for the comments, man. Appreciate y'all.
Like your shirt say, Tito's made you do it. Sly Dog.
Hey, man, I'm just happy that Sean let me be on this week. Got my hand up. Hopefully that he'll let me be on next week. It was good to be on. It's always good to be on, and I might be here next Saturday.
Well, you the Draymond Green of Humidor Sports and Cigars.
That's absolutely correct.
Suspended every other week.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right. And you got suspended for kicking yourself bad knees.
Wow. Dang.
Left. Who would stomp out though?
Hey man, shout out to everybody. Appreciate the support as usual. We got the day drinking for the week. Celebrating Sweet's birthday, May 7th, Licorice Lounge, SmokeFella's co-host.
If you don't know, you know.
Along with Mr. Full of Life himself, T.Y. And announcing, man, one thing we created this week was the Chicago Cigar Community Scholarship Fund. We raising funds. We're going to send a male and a female, 2 students off to college with a little money in their pocket. So we're gonna be doing fun. We're gonna do a big fundraiser. The cigar community is more than about just smoking and drinking, partying. We starting this scholarship fund, SmokeFella's, Thundercats, us. We got together. We're gonna make something happen. So y'all stay tuned for that. Come out to the fundraisers. And the summer coming up, man. Y'all already know what it is. We out here. Man. Catch the SmokeFella's. Y'all know what it is.
Hey.
We got me and Mr. SmokeFella, the 50-50.
That's right.
Birthday weekend coming up. Stay tuned, man, to be announced. We're going to let y'all know where we're going to be June 25th, that Sunday. And, of course, Sly Dog birthday, the Sneaker Ball, coming up in July. But next week, the Eduardo Lamon's 11-year anniversary weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Friday, Foundation Cigars will be out. Saturday, the big Sneaker Ball. And then Sunday, the big brunch. So, y'all come out, man. Catch us in traffic. You know what it is, baby.
All right, man. Hey, that's it. As I always say, where there's smoke,
there's
fellas.
Give us that sound bite for output with Lefty's voice on it, man. That's our going out this week, man.
Yo, it's your boy Lug, aka Mr. 5 O'Clock, somewhere from Humidor Sports and Cigars. Be sure to follow Sports Zone Chicago on all social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Roku. We are at Sports Zone Chicago. And on Twitter, we are Sports Zone Shy. Be sure to download our mobile app as well so you can take us with you on the go. And you'll know how we do it. Where there's smoke, there's fellas. See you in